We are cabin bound, and this time it's going to be a little bit different. Most of us can't go 10 minutes without checking our phones. I decided to go 10 days completely offline at my off-grid cabin. No internet, no social media, no endless scrolling. Just me, the dog, and the woods. Sounds peaceful, right? Well, between wolf spiders, rainstorms, haunted alarm clocks, and the constant pull of my phone, it wasn't exactly easy. Okay, I hope you appreciate all the work I do for you, YouTube. But here's the twist. While I was unplugging, I'll also show you exactly how I keep this cabin running. Power stations, solar panels, and off-grid batteries that just makes life out here possible. Stick around, because what started as a digital detox turns into something much bigger. So day one, I'm off to a decent start. I did check my email this morning. I'm not sure how easy that one is going to break. I also listened to the radio today. I enjoy a couple of radio shows.
Are you saying that the origin of our brain started in our butts?
It looks likely. Evolutionary, yes.
But the problem with that is that the news comes on every half hour. So after like the third news cycle, like done, no more radio. Let's get some cooking tunes on. I think we're gonna go with some King Crimson today. I'm using the Allpowers R2500, which is a 2000 watt power station to power my fridge. Yes, this is a fridge. I also use it to charge up my phones. And then I have an EcoFlow power station, another 2000 watt power station that I use to power my lights and anything else that I'm using in the cabin. Okay, let's get some dinner going here. I'm going to be using the Joule kettle pot to make dinner tonight. This video is not sponsored, but I got to tell you, this is one of the most useful off-grid cooking tools that I have had the pleasure to review to date. So tonight I'm cooking rice, and then we got some General Tao chicken that we're going to be adding to it, and some veg, probably some canned corn.
Life.
Kaya's here picking out some burrs from her butt, and I found this bad boy right here. This is a wolf spider. Scary stuff, eh, buddy? We cup them, and then we slide them. Oh, eh? Ooh, mama. Get out of here, Jesus. Oh, thanks for helping with that one, bud. Now, if I had been distracted being on one of my devices, I may never well have noticed that wolf spider, and he probably would have murdered me in the middle of the night. Thanks again. I bought a power station a few months ago for the off-grid cabin, but something that is a pretty important piece of gear that you might want to consider should you be looking at upgrading your power. Gas power generator. Get a good one. I've got the Honda, and I've got an EcoWorthy 12 volt cold technology Bluetooth lithium battery here. This is a 1000 watt inverter from Renogy. These are 400 watt portable solar panels. And I've got a couple of solar panels over here, 150 watts, 100 watts, and 100 watts. Essentially, between my two power stations and the lithium battery, I've got 5,000 watt hours. So my power is plentiful up here. Okay, because it was a cloudy day today, we didn't get any sun, of course, or not very much sun. So I'm just going to start the Jenny up and top up our power stations. Okay, I'll get you an exterior shot, nice rain exterior shot. Right here. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I'm getting soaking wet. Oh, I hope you're enjoying this nice exterior shot. Oh, this beautiful rain. Ooh, it's cool. I hope you appreciate all the work I do for you, YouTube. I'm soaking wet, buddy. You're laughing at me. Yeah, you're laughing at me. I got a tin roof on this little shack here, and when it rains, you can really hear it, and I love it. I've mentioned in other videos, but I really, really love the rain. I get excited about it. It makes me feel very creative. I think I'm so excited right now, honestly, because we have had no rain this whole summer. So rain is good. And you know what we're going to be doing here? Let me show you. Oh, all right. Sorry to be so dramatic, but yeah, rain means music. Rain means music. I am going to admit something here. I'm a bit of an anxious person. Maybe that comes through my videos. It's always a little unnatural, right, to be speaking to a camera, because you, or at least I, become a little more animated, and I want to make sure I'm, getting my points across. There's always something, of course, about being in the woods and being off-grid that is just soothing to the soul. I was talking with a neighbor the other day. Neighbor is a good buddy of mine now. And we were discussing the fact that we were really wondering, is it the fact that we like being in the woods so much? Or is it just that we dislike people so much and there aren't many people in the woods? not as many anyways, usually. But being off-grid, and when I'm saying off-grid, like off the internet and being device-free, really difficult the first couple of days. And I gotta say, even sort of just now, I finished that painting, went for the walk with the dog, and I was just gonna go online, and I don't even know what I was gonna do. My usual sort of rounds in my phone, when I do look at it, are, any text messages, any emails, any calls, anything going on Facebook, maybe a quick look at Instagram, YouTube, what's my channel doing, anybody else posted on YouTube that I want to check out. Then, usually the last thing is the news apps. Well, that's a lot of crap to go through. And I gotta say, the first couple days were a little bit difficult, but I've had my moments. And the change that's happening, it's been a little bit easier. It's been a little bit easier today. we're not going to walk down there because we've got a new electric fence with 10,000 volts. Good recall. Good girl, bud. Nice job, lamb chop. I'm going to give you a very important gardening tip, whether you're off-grid, the cabin, or maybe at your own property at home. Never plant ivy. This ivy patch started with 2 or 3 tiny pieces of ivy. It looks pretty and it covers up those rocks nicely, but it's taken over everything. Every year I rip it up, from growing underneath the cabin, but it's all come over on this side. It's now spreading up towards my hives. And I'm sorry to hurt your feelings, ivy, but you're better than poison ivy, I'll give you that. Guy's up there going, what the actual hell, Dad? I'm over here. There's a mouse underneath the new storage shed that I'd like you to take care of. I built this by hand. I had some scrap wood lying around and I just decided to bang this together. I built it to look like resin. No fakery here. Tu es mi perro favorito. Tu es un perro muy bonito. Come on, you're picking up bird. Let's go. Yeah, she's not done. She's not. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, on tonight's menu, we're actually going to do some hamburgers. I buy local ground beef, and the people I buy it from are friends of mine, and they name their cows. So I'm not sure what her name was. But she's got a little Dr. Pepper in with her now. Yum, yum, yum. Yes, yum, 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 buddy. Oh, yeah, baby. This is going to sound kind of weird. I think I can smell better. I'm smelling the pine. I'm smelling the rain from last night. I think you pay more attention to things when you're more present. Kind of getting a little emotional now. If you watch some of my other videos, you may know that sometimes I do get emotional from time to time, and this is one of those times. One of the most important jobs that we have to do when we're living off-grid is napping. I'm a hammock professional. This is called a Mayan weave, Mayan hammock. Whew. This type of hammock is woven with all of these very, very, very fine, thin strings. Look at this weave here. Very, very delicate. I can attest to the fact that you can get a very, very good sleep with these. It's very, very comfortable with your back. I'm going to give you another hammock tip here. Hang your hammock as low as possible to the ground. And I've also, over the years, I've put all this wood chips here underneath because hammocks do break.
By the time we become adults, we rarely notice the habits that are running our lives.
You know what happened this morning? I didn't even think. I woke up, I yawned, I rolled over, I grabbed my phone, and I started scrolling. I'm going to refer back to this book that I'm reading up here right now, which, being off-grid and device-free, has actually allowed me to start reading this book, Atomic Habits. The thing that I like about it is doing these micro changes in your behaviors that will eventually accumulate into something much greater. The first example is this morning. Yes, I did spend, close to an hour online, but I caught myself and I changed it. I changed my behavior. That's a small change to make, sort of a colossal change maybe, but I changed it. And I think to be very conscious of it, be aware of those tweaks when you're able to make them. Celebrate them a little bit, or at least log them somewhere, in your memory. Change. That was, I'm 1% better than I was a minute ago. All right, let's get to it. What are you doing? Are you enjoying yourself? I am loving having you up here. Kaya doesn't hear very well anymore, and I've never whistled very well. So I picked up a little whistle for us. Hey, bud. You hear that? Oh my God. God love you. So apparently one of the things that happens when you stay offline is you get stuff done. I wasn't even planning on doing this project. But here I am making effort, taking small steps. Did I mention a couple of days ago that I thought I was smelling better? I think I'm tasting better too. I think being more present just improves everything. So it's not quite homemade chili, but we're gonna make it homemadier. Of course, we're cooking with cast iron. Every man should have a cast iron pan. Okay, I got some leftover beans here, and we actually got some sausage to make this chili chillier. This thing just freaked me out. Every once in a while, this clock starts ticking. I have not wound this clock up in years. Just a few minutes ago, the alarm went off. This is old school, so these bells ring. So out of nowhere, I'm sitting there all calm and serene, and this thing just starts ringing. I am not a superstitious person. So anyways, this went off, and I actually texted my sister. We'll see if she's going to text me back here. And I just said, hey, is everything okay? Because my haunted alarm clock went off. All right, well, she hasn't texted me, so hopefully she's fine. Okay, talking about time, I have really been not looking at a clock. I've managed by the end of this holiday to really put away my phone. I'm going to admit, though, it has been difficult. I actually removed my social media apps off my phone, and still once a day, even today, this far into this challenge, I was grabbing my phone and looking for those apps. And here's the thing, I do enjoy social media. Obviously I enjoy, creating YouTube videos and watching YouTube videos. And same thing, I'm not, crazy about Facebook and Instagram, but I like to keep in touch with old friends. I stay out of the politics and all the, the bullshit as much as I can. So there's a balance there, and I hope to ease my way back in. And I'm actually sort of curious what's going on online with my friends and stuff. And I can just say, I don't know if it's evident from the first day of my video here. We're only talking probably 15, 20 minutes. But for me, it's been 10 days. And yeah, I'm quieter. My mind is quieter. Fall is here. The mosquitoes are coming out. I just want to say, when I'm out here on my own for a while, it's nice having you here with me, because it's like I don't feel quite as alone, and I'm never lonely up here. Not never, every once in a while, but I enjoy my alone time. And this, again, just makes it more interesting to share my journey with somebody else. And maybe you want to try the same thing. I would encourage it. Those little micro habits that you can change. So when you're reaching for your phone because the bell dings and the new Clever Joe YouTube video is up, well, make sure you watch that one. And that's an important bell to pay attention to. But when some other, bell rings, don't pay attention to it, ignore it. Especially these freaking haunted bells that just go off in the middle of nowhere. Jeez. Happy off-gridding, guys. There's it's ticking again. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been a longer form video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's doing something a little bit different. Time to throw this clock in the lake and get back to reality. Peace and love.